This has got to be one of the most legendary fall-offs of all time. I have never witnessed a greater bag fumble than Warner Brothers over like the past 10 years. This is the definition of the goat is washed. Because what do you mean a company founded in 1923, one of the oldest studios in LA, with one of the biggest backlots and one of the most valuable libraries of IPs in the world, had to sell because they couldn't keep the lights on their own? How do you string together a series of business moves so badly that you blow the lead that you had? That Harry Potter couldn't save you, that HBO couldn't save you, that Game of Thrones couldn't save you, that DC couldn't save you. You had all of the cards and no motion. This all started when AT&T bought them out, and ever since then, they've just been passed around like every 2 years to another company for another buyout acquisition. And I just, again, what led them to this point where this was even happening in the first place? And now we're at this point where a company that you've had a 70+ year lead on is buying you out. How is Netflix, of all things, in a position to buy Warner Brothers? I know because I've lived through it, but this should have never been a possibility. It is insane how poorly Warner Brothers has been run for so long that this is the point that we're at. And CEOs wonder why we all think they're incredibly overpaid. Look, I know Zaslav's entire job was to get Warner Brothers to the point where he could just pawn it off like a used car, but why did we get to the point where we're selling one of the biggest entertainment companies for scraps? The movie industry has obviously always been a business. It's been something driven by capital and revenue and all of that stuff, but at least beforehand, the business people who are running the show at these movie studios still actually cared about the artistry of filmmaking. Like, yes, they were in it to make money, but they also truly cared about the craft. That no longer exists. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you haven't already, give me a follow.